When you publish surveys about literally every topic that's taboo in mainstream media, and of course to mainstream pollsters, sometimes it's tough to find new inspiration. We've polled on racism, vaccine side effects, COVID authoritarianism, the laptop from hell, election fraud, election fraud, election fraud, vaccine deaths, weaponization of the government, the Fedsurrection, the Taiwan invasion, support for the Ukraine war, and even whether Joe Biden is a puppet. But Elon Musk helped us out with inspiration this week with this tweet. So we continued our legacy of asking questions others won't by finding out what Americans think about George Soros. Here are the favorability numbers for Soros. 24% have an at least somewhat favorable opinion, and a majority, 51%, have an unfavorable opinion. 39% have a very unfavorable opinion, and 25% are not sure. To put that in perspective, his very favorable number is 5 points higher, and his overall favorability number is 4 points lower than the last time we tested Mitch McConnell in November. Though many fewer people are not sure about Mitch McConnell, so his overall unfavorable numbers are much higher than Soros's. But why did we pick Mitch McConnell? Well, he's perennially one of the lowest rated DC politicians in all of our polling. We actually tested Soros' favorability back in 2017, and his numbers are worse since then. Here, his favorability number is 2 points higher, and his unfavorable number is a pretty impressive 9 points lower. And for those on the left, here are ratings for the Koch brothers back in 2017. Much better than George Soros, but still not great. One more side note on favorability. These are Soros' current numbers adjusted by removing those who don't have an opinion. 32% favorable, 67% not favorable. Here are the party numbers, and Soros has a 20% favorable rating among Republicans and a 62% unfavorable rating. I wouldn't worry too much about the favorable rating being that high. A lot of people will give someone a favorable response if they really aren't sure who it is. But it's important to note that the 6% Soros gets among Republicans for very favorable is the same that Mitch McConnell got back in November. Soros is actually viewed slightly worse among independents, but they're also more not sure than Republicans, capping his unfavorability a bit. But even Democrats don't view Soros that favorable. His numbers are actually roughly split, and they have a pretty high not sure level, which is wacky considering how much he gives to progressive causes. Do you think it's because lack of coverage among Democrat news sources? Or do you think Democrats are playing coy here? Now let me take a moment to talk about our sponsor for this poll, our very close friend Ron Coleman and his podcast, The ColemanNation. As a public service, because it's a sponsored poll, the story and the crosstabs are open for all at rasmussenreports.com. So go download the data and check for yourself how voters of all ages, races, political ideologies and educations, and much more view George Soros. But how do voters view the impact of George Soros's donations? Overwhelmingly negative. 29% say positive and 49% say negative. But very positive is only 13%, and very negative is 3 times higher, 39%. Again, to the party numbers, 21% of Republicans say positive, and the same 62% as the last question say negative. These are almost the exact same as the favorability numbers for Soros among Republicans. But independents are a little more likely to view his donations positively than they were to view Soros favorably, but not by much. Democrats swung the most. Once they heard rich people's donations were involved, 8 points more gave a positive response and 5 points fewer a negative response. That's a really big swing. But who has the highest favorability of George Soros of anyone in the crosstabs, and who views his donations most positively? By far, it's Biden's strong approvers. They give George Soros a 56% favorability rating, and 59% of them viewed his donations favorably. But this one is for you, Elon Musk. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? George Soros wants to erode the fabric of civilization. Soros hates humanity. Those are really strong words. But actually, 47% of voters agree with them, 35% strongly, 30% disagree, and 23% are not sure. Adjusted by removing the not sures, 61% agree and 39% disagree. That's a really significant signal. But again, to the party numbers. 65% of Republicans agree, 54% strongly, and only 20% disagree. Republicans are also most likely to have an opinion. Independents are the most not sure, but 45% of them manage to agree, and only 28% disagree. But check out Democrats. 34% agree, and only 41% disagree. Adjusted for not sures, the Democrat numbers are 46% agree and 54% disagree. So almost half of Democrats who actually have an opinion view Soros as a villain. I don't know what else to call it, but that's pretty wacky considering they objectively benefit most from his machinations. Again, Biden's strong approvers view Soros the most favorably. 24% agree with Elon Musk, but a pretty incredible 58% disagree, 50% strongly. So if you strongly approve of Joe Biden, you're the most likely to strongly disagree that George Soros hates humanity. Somebody please give me a theory in the YouTube comments that we can test with questions to further nail these people down. And leave a like on the video, click the notification bell, and please subscribe while you're at it. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter as well. And thanks for watching.